Hey guys, I know I've been AWOL for the past week, but I got a new PC and it took a while to set up in a way that I could actually edit stuff. So I'm just going to drop this quick Secret Wars issue 5 review and then hopefully everything will be back on track. From Marvel Comics, written by Jonathon Hickman with art by Esad Ribic. Now if you watched my Secret Wars issue 4 review, you know that the last issue was a huge explosion of events happening. The remaining heroes of the 616 universe met with the Cabal. Doom finally lifted his hand and did something and it was badass. And, of course, Doctor Strange died. Now, this issue is more of a breather issue, I would say. It kind of takes a back step, there isn't much action, we get a lot more talking, but I'm okay with that, because it felt really needed at this point to recap what had happened, and to make sure that people who hadn't read The Avengers and New Avengers by Jonathon Hickman actually understood what was going on. So the issue opens with Doctor Strange's funeral, which is of course a lovely way to start an issue with the main character being dead. From there we go to Doctor Doom talking to Valeria Richards, where we kind of start seeing that Doctor Doom isn't a great father figure, as he's kind of like, I may love you forever, Valeria, but if you keep this shit up, I'm gonna kill you. There's no two ways about it, I'm still Doctor Doom, not kind, huggy daddy figure, which I think is going to be the beginning of his ultimate downfall. But yeah, this conversation between him and Valeria is great. I like that Valeria kind of challenges him, and she's kind of going, I don't completely trust you, because he's covering up that Doctor Strange was killed by him, because obviously he doesn't want people to know that people could be disloyal to him, but she kind of suspects him, and I think that's a very interesting card to be playing at this point, because up till now we have kind of seen her as a loyal subject of Doom. From there, Doctor Doom meets up with the Molecule Man, who we thought was dead up until this point because he had a big statue of him, but in fact he's alive, and they kind of discuss the fact that Doctor Strange is dead. They recap everything that happened in New Avengers so we can actually understand it. Basically, Doctor Doom did kill the Beyonders and steal their power. He killed them by firing a bunch of Molecule Men at them, which I think is just kind of hilarious because the Molecule Man used to be such a crappy villain. And now he's the literal god bomb that will destroy worlds. But yeah, that's kind of the meat of the issue, just kind of catching people up, because up till this point, it's all been kind of mysterious if you've only been reading Secret Wars. I haven't finished Time Runs Out yet, because I'm reading it as it comes out on Marvel Unlimited. So I kind of kept up with it by, reading it on, by reading spoilers and stuff online, just because I wanted to know what was happening in Secret Wars. But this would be great for someone who just picks up the Secret Wars book and doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So from there we go to Valeria Richards, who is basically telling the Foundation, which is kind of the Future Foundation, which was something Hickman came up with, of course, so, there. And she basically just tells them, find the remaining people who are still alive. And we kind of see where a few of them are. We see Female 4 is in with the Fours, which I like, because I think she's going to pop up in the next issue of Fours, which will tie into the whole, Jane Foster's a dying thing. And we've seen that Thanos is at the Shield, so that'll tie into Siege. So I like that it's tying into other books. This is something I do like about Secret Wars. I have a problem with the amount of tie-ins and it kind of ending the Marvel Universe for a while. But I do like this sort of connected continuity they are showing between books. So the end of the book is the big reveal that Thanos is at the wall and he's, the Shield. Jesus Christ, it's the wall from Game of Thrones. I know I've joked about this, but it's the wall. I can't even continue joking about it. I'm just calling it the wall from now on. So yeah, he's there. It's going to tie into Siege and hopefully tie into everything else as well. And that's pretty cool. This issue, yeah, like I said, not much happens. It's mostly recap, but the stuff there is great. The character development is of course brilliant because it's Hickman. And frankly, we needed a kind of break from the insanity that has been Secret Wars so far. Every book, I think, needs moments where you just kind of sit down with the characters and kind of see discussions and stuff. And this is that issue for the book, and hopefully from here on out it's going to get even more insane. So yeah, if you haven't been picking up Secret Wars up until this point, I don't know what I could really say to change your mind. I don't know why you're not picking it up if you're a fan of Marvel and want to know what the hell's going on, because it's a great book. Maybe you don't like Hickman, that's fair enough. If for some reason you haven't read the first 4 issues and you're interested in finding out what's happening at Marvel at the moment, or you haven't read Marvel in like 10 years or whatever, I would say this officially cements it as an event you could read by itself and understand what's going on. So I would definitely recommend go and pick up the first 5 issues, get caught up, you'll know what's going on. If you like this video, give it a subscribe and a comment and the other thing.